What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Chaotic to the One, and I am back with another Crazy Chaotic One reaction. Yeah, man, it's going down. So I decided to jump into this YouTube atmosphere and start doing reaction videos on our entertainment channel. First of all, I go by the name of Chaotic One, program director for KMHP Digital Radio, the music lifeline, home of hip hop and R&B. We are one of Minnesota's first digital black-owned radio stations. We stream 24/7. Download the app, the Google Play or the Apple App Store. Search KMHP Digital Radio, man, and check us out, man. We got a lot of shows, DJs, and everything coming. You know what I mean? But we are here today for another reaction. So I also wanted to tell the YouTube community, man, since I've been doing these reaction videos, I have officially hit my first 1,000 views on my first reaction video. So, thank you. I've been trying to crack the code on this YouTube thing for a while. And I'm going to keep going at it, man. And just trying to bring you guys the best content that I possibly can. But before we get into today's reaction, I need you to hit that like, that subscribe, and wherever it is, that like, that subscribe and button, and subscribe to your boy. Hit the notification bell so that you will get alerted to all the videos that I do and I drop. And today, did I also say that KMHP Digital Radio is the music lifeline? I had to throw that in there. I just wanted to do that because so yeah, I'm back today with another reaction video. And today I got my first request. This reaction video is by request. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, man, we are going to jump into our reaction of today, and it's about the top 10 hood dramatic movies. Once again, that's the top 10 hood dramatic movies. And today's footage is provided by Watch Mojo. So shout out to Watch Mojo. And we are going to be reacting today to the top 10 black hood dramatic movies. Y'all ready to do this? Let's get it going.
Number 10, New Jack City.
Hey, listen. I've been authorized to set up an independent drug fighting unit, and I'm picking you. Got it? Why me? Me, why you, man? You from the neighborhood? I can trust you.
Set during the height of a drug epidemic, New Jack City follows a vengeful police detective who leads an undercover mission to bring down a powerful criminal ring in Harlem.
Yeah, this movie, I've seen this movie. I don't know if you've seen this movie or not, but this movie right here, it was a pivotal point, especially back in that era. It really glorified the life that was going on that was brand new to a lot of people, and that was the drug trade. A lot of people didn't know about crack and everything back early as this. And this movie basically was a way to put it on blast and let the world take notice to the epidemic that was forming and happening. So, New Jack City, you guys definitely nailed this for number 10, but we're going to see what else Mojo got to say about this.
Concept gave us an exciting crime thriller filled with suspense and surprising turns. Director and actor Mario Van Peebles dove into the complex plights of the epidemic with raw and boundary-pushing scenes.
I've seen several other movies from Mario Van Peebles. He's done several joints that I've had that I liked it. He's done some stuff that I didn't like that I thought was really corny as well. But he did a really good job on this one, portraying what he was trying to portray. Let's continue.
Meanwhile, Snipes often stole the spotlight as the iconic kingpin Nino Brown.
This is the fruit of our hard work. The belief in the entrepreneurial spirit. The new American dream.
And let's not forget the sound.
Now, let's be real. So back then, this is from all my older heads. Like, how many of y'all thought y'all was Nino Brown? How many of y'all thought y'all was G Money? Like, for real, come on, man. You can be honest, be honest, be honest. Which one of y'all thought that you was G Money, and which one of y'all thought y'all was Nino Brown? And a couple of y'all actually was the Dutta Man. So if you don't know who that is, man, you definitely gotta go and watch New Jack City. But let's continue.
Soundtrack that was just as big of a pop culture phenomenon. Above all, New Jack City is remembered as a uniquely gritty and enlightening cult classic within the halls of black cinema.
I was like business, like wasn't personal.
Oh, not to mention the fact that Ice-T, legendary West Coast hip hop icon, is also in this movie, and he plays the police officer who was on a mission to take down the CMB. Let's do it.
My brother, it's always business, never personal.
Number 9, Rosewood.
I'm gonna go get the guns, Mama. You stay out the window. No, Sylvester. Mama.
Now, this movie, Rosewood, I think I seen once. I didn't get a chance to really dive deep into it. It was dropped in 97. I didn't get to dig deep into this one because around this, I think I got on a kick of not really getting into the whole black slavery, blah, 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 blah type movies. But I really do need to sit down and watch it. I know it's good. So let's just see what the commentary is on this one.
Stay out the window.
In order to bring attention to the horrors of 1923's Rosewood Massacre, John Singleton blended fact and fiction for this seminal film. The movie revolves around the true story, where a primarily black town and its people were attacked as part of a racially motivated crime.
Yeah, I remember. I almost feel like this was based loosely around, I think, was it Oklahoma? Like somewhere they had a black, black folks was thriving and doing really well for themselves, and they came through and burnt down the whole time. I think this might be loosely based on it or whatever. And shout out John Singleton, R.I.P. to him. So, he definitely done some iconic movies. But yeah, I gotta go back and watch this one myself. Y'all, let's go back and watch this one, okay? But not right now. We're gonna finish though.
In a departure from reality, the plot focuses on a veteran who helps keep people safe during this turbulent event. Rosewood depicted victims of racial atrocity with nuance and resilience, while examining just how easily ignorance and anger can turn into violence.
I'm just saying I don't mess with your peoples. I don't want you messing with mine. I thank you very kindly, sir.
The movie's cast, led by
So yeah, definitely Ving Rhames, man. We got some iconic actors doing their thing in this movie right here, portraying that time period. You know what I mean? Rosewood, like I said, is based off of a true story. So, if you want to check this out, do your research on it. But let's continue.
by Ving Rhames, all gave towering performances that were quaking with emotion. They all made sure Rosewood would stand as a powerful history lesson that remains relevant to this day.
Which way you headed?
Same as you, friend. Gonna catch that train.
Number 8.
Let's get into this next one right here, number 8. So, let me just reiterate. I'll give Watch Mojo a good one on that being a number 9 slot right there. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely a good picture right there. Top 10 black drama. Okay, but let's continue. Number 8, set it off. Let's do it.
They don't know half of what I know about banks. Well, what is that?
Oh, and this was nice cast right here. All ladies, man. Woo, what could a man ask for? But let's continue.
Something goes wrong. What if somebody gets hurt?
After getting fired from a bank that got held up, Frankie Fox recruited 3 friends to help her pull off robberies of her own. This crew shines in a groundbreaking heist movie. Not only did it demand that 4 black women lead the film, but the script gave each character.
Oh, and this was the first time that, it was years of speculation around Queen Latifah and if she was, living alternative lifestyle, and they was been saying that for a while. So this was the first glimpse of people getting to see her play an alternative role, and she nailed it. So my question is, did it turn out to be true or what? That's the question we asked. But let's continue. Like I said, a nice cast of all women.
Their distinct motivations.
We gotta have a plan. What does our future look like? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Their personal issues kept us hoping they would get away with their crimes and finally overcome the obstacles that held them back. The complex
Yeah, it was nice. And of course, we got Jada Pinkett Smith or Pinkett or whatever the case was, whatever you want to call it. So, she was in there. She did an amazing job. I can't look at this movie and be biased because of what she's been going through lately or been putting out there as far as her and Will. That's a whole nother video that I might touch on. But right now, she did a superb job in here. But let's continue.
Cast and story was expertly directed by F. Gary Gray. He made sure to give us slick action.
F. Gary Gray done some classic movies itself.
Heartbreaking turns and soul in a cult classic heist film full of strong messages.
We weren't ready. Look, if I didn't set it off, we'd be cakes and bakes for the next 2 months. I had to push y'all.
Number 7, Eve's
Bayou. My question is, and I'll give them I give them a good one on this one. This one might could have been a little bit higher up the list. This is set it off as one of those cult classics, and it could have been a little higher, but I still give them a nice solid 8 with that one. Good job on that one. Now, number 7, let's do Eve's Bayou. Let's see what we're talking about now. This one is another one that I have seen and is really, really good. So if you have not seen Eve's Bayou, you might want to check it out. But let's see what their take on it is.
Daddy and Mrs. Moreau. What about Daddy and Mrs. Moreau? I saw them kissing.
Eve's Bayou allows audience to experience a family drama through the eyes of a 10-year-old who lives in Louisiana. After she appears to see her father having an affair, she tries to lean on others to piece together what really happened. Eve's quest traps her in a web of lies weaved by the people she thought she could trust the most.
This movie right here was really good. I mean, all the actors in here, and especially her right here, this young lady right here, did a great and amazing job, playing the role, the 10-year-old, and seeing and experiencing what she did. Her father was her everything, and they also say that in a young lady's life, the father is the first love of her life. Is that true, ladies? I don't know, but let's continue.
Coming of age drama is anchored by a dynamic performance from breakout star Journey Smollett.
I wanted
Journey
it.
Smollett.
I wanted to have it. I need it.
This is the sister of the world famous Jussie Smollett. Let's do it.
Oh, God.
Additionally, Megan Good, Samuel L. Jackson, and more fully commit to their complex roles. What makes this story especially notable is that it completely roots itself within a vibrant and rich Black community. As all the drama unfolds, the story never loses sight of who it aims to represent.
Tell me what happened.
Really, really good movie, man. I mean, I kid you guys not. Like, it's something that, like, if you haven't seen it and you are into dramas, it's definitely something that I recommend you go and watch. Let's continue, though. Let's do this.
Please.
Number 6, Juice.
Oh man. So I'm gonna give them a good rating on number 7. That one also to me could have been a little bit higher up the list, but you see as the list goes on, it gets a little bit more intense. But this one is one of my favorite cult classic movies of the 90s, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the late, great Tupac Shakur in there. But let's go ahead and see what their take is on Juice. Let's do it.
It's right behind me. So, everybody got their gloves? Man. Old man Quillez is in there by himself. Let's do this.
Omar Epps led Juice as an aspiring DJ who gets wrapped up in the fallout of his friend's armed robbery gone wrong.
Yeah, and this movie too was the first glimpse into how friendships can collide and seeing the backstabbing of a friendship and everything like that. You know, everybody that played their role in this movie did an excellent job, you know. So if you haven't seen Juice, you've been under a rock or something, or maybe you have another culture or something like that and you haven't seen this movie, it's definitely the movie for you. But let's continue.
Starring in his breakout role, hip-hop legend Tupac Shakur constantly stole the show as the crew's domineering and unpredictable leader.
Man.
Warned him. You saw that. I told him, man. He had no business grabbing the gun like that.
The talents of both acting heavyweights shined in a tale of police harassment and gang violence in 90s Harlem. Through their experiences, audiences understood how getting away with one crime can become a slippery slope.
Did y'all notice? Did y'all see Tretch in there? Tretch from Naughty by Nature played one of the thugs that was harassing Tupac. Like I said, man, if you have not seen Juice, man, you probably been under a rock, but I'm not going to hold you to that. Juice is that deal. But let's continue.
The film expertly blended all of its social commentary with elements of coming-of-age tales and thrillers. Supported by excellent performances and masterful directing, Juice is a must-see crime classic.
Are you Lorraine Powell's son?
Yes.
Tell your mother Jackie said hi. Yeah.
Number 5.
Yeah,
Menace to
I'll give this could have been a top 20 list, and that could have probably been like in the top 10, even though it's in the top 10 right now. But if we had like 20 different movies, it would definitely be higher up, is what I'm trying to say. But for number 6 on this list, yeah, I'll give them that. I still think this could have been a little bit higher though up this list. But next we got Menace to Society, number 5. Definitely another cult classic movie that just showed you a different demographic of a lifestyle. It was West Coast. We got accustomed and got to see a lot of the movements and how they did things in the West Coast with Menace to Society. But let's see what their take on it is.
Society.
A week out of high school, and I got blasted in the shoulder. I went to shock when I saw all that damn blood. I mean, I ain't never been shot before, so I thought I was gonna die.
Albert and Alan Hughes.
And you know, this is done by the Hughes brothers. But Menace to Society, everybody, I mean, if you from this era, has experienced, you know, this type of environment, because what happened was once we seen this, the West Coast culture spread it across the world. So everybody, you know, was accustomed to this lifestyle or either trying to live it. You know what I mean? So let's continue.
Painted the bleak portrait of the life of a South Central teen nicknamed Kane. Although he's repeatedly encouraged to escape.
There go your girl again. She pops up. She was definitely doing her thing in the 90s as far as the movies. You know, she was in a lot of stuff. And like I said, I can't be biased towards this young lady because of what she's doing now. Because, you know, the whole situation was careless. But anyway, there's Jada Pinkett Smith. But let's continue.
A vicious cycle, he constantly finds himself falling deeper into the life his loved ones never wanted him to have. Some crime movies make the dark path look glamorous or exciting. However, Menace to Society never shies away from the brutal realities of that world.
I've seen lots of people killed before, but I ain't never done it myself. I mean, I never had a reason to.
Man, this movie produced a lot of greats too, like the legendary MC8. think Safari might have played his cousin. He's another West Coast artist. And Yo-Yo was in here. Like, they had a lot of greats in this movie as well.
But when they killed my cousin, I knew I was going to kill them.
The candid depiction of street crime and violence were met with controversy. But the co-directors truly wanted to convey how hard it is for young people to escape the most sinister trappings of their environments. While it made
this movie was also a pillar for me as well growing up, because man, we was living this life, especially right here in Minnesota. Like, a lot of people don't think that it get wild in Minnesota. Trust me, Minneapolis, Minnesota, for those that always say Minneapolis, it's Minneapolis, Minnesota. We definitely was accustomed to the Menace to Societies and the Boys in the Hoods and all those type of movies. But let's continue.
drive some audiences out of their comfort zone, it's unquestionably a gripping and important Black drama.
You need to be glad that you graduated from high school and that you're alive at 18, and you need to do something with yourself before you end up like he did.
Yeah.
Number 4, South Central.
Yeah, that was, I'll rate that a good, considering that this is their list, if it was my personal list, it would have probably been in the top 3. But we get into it. Now we got South Central, another movie out of the West Coast, showing the West Coast lifestyle, made in 1992. Was another classic movie, and a lot of people really love this movie as well. But let's see what their interpretation is.
I swear to God, I never touched a woman, man. I don't deserve this. Bobby, I swear to God, man, I didn't do this.
Stephen Milburn Anderson's South Central deals with a reformed Los Angeles gangster's struggle to adapt outside of prison and save his son from following the same criminal path. The story was praised for its emotional and high-stakes storytelling. Watching Bobby Johnson fight to save his child from losing everything.
OG Bobby Johnson, baby. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. This guy right here, too, has been in several classic movies as well. I think he was in Colors. He's been in several other movies as well, but let's continue.
Thing is incredibly compelling.
I told a man in prison that I would save my son's life, even if it took my life. I'm willing to die here today, Ray.
And throughout this fictional tale, there's plenty of reminders of real-life issues plaguing the Black community.
This movie right here really exemplified a father being of an important role in his son's life. He didn't really give up on his son. He raised him since birth. And it definitely shows how our generations to come and from the past even have we raised our kids on some cool, thinking it was cool shit to be in gangs, to raise them to do little gang stuff that we was into, until we catch a break or a situation that changes our life, and then we want to come back and try to change what we did for our son or our kid that might have been watching us and learned a lot of stuff that we was doing. So this movie right here really, like I said, exemplified a father being necessary in the life of his child, even if it means fighting for him. But let's continue.
Dark narrative. There's a strong undercurrent of optimism and hope underneath everything. The positive feedback from critics and audiences proved that the film struck a chord with many. South Central ultimately leaves viewers with the sense that it's never too late for redemption.
The court will give you back to me. Then we're going to start this whole thing all over again. And we're going to do it the right way.
Number 3.
So
What's Love?
Yeah, I'm going to take that little clip and I'm going to send that out. That's some love and inspiration right there. So I'm gonna rate that one. They did good. That's definitely one of the ones that's in the top 4 of 10. But like I said, if I was in 20, it would definitely be up there. Doing 20 films. But tonight is 10. So being at number 4 spot, yes, it's definitely it's definitely worth the number 4 slot. So next we got What's Love Got to Do with It? And man, this is another one of my classic favorite movies. I'm a biopic guy, like a lot of movies about people's lives and careers, and this one was about the legendary Tina Turner. So R.I.P. Tina Turner. And What's Love Got to Do with It really captured her career and what she went on to do, what she went through and everything. A lot of memes, a lot of classic lines from this movie and everything, man. Don't get it twisted. If you have not seen What's Love Got to Do with It, What's Love Got to Do with It, that's the black version. If you haven't seen What's Love Got to Do with It, definitely check it out. But let's see what they talking about, what their take on it is.
Got to do with it.
Oh, Jackie, I know what it's like to have your own blood walk out on you.
Angela Bassett won a Golden Globe for this biopic, chronicling the career of music icon Tina Turner.
And Angela Bassett is a very beautiful lady, but she's also classic and done a lot of classic movies and roles, you know what I mean? So she really did an excellent job of playing Tina Turner. If you don't know who Tina Turner is, then just go to Google and hit who is Tina Turner, okay? That's all you got to do. But let's continue.
And her turbulent marriage to producer Ike Turner.
Ike Turner,
if you watch
baby.
just a minute of it, you'll understand exactly why. Bassett completely transforms to portray the iconic singer's greatest highs and deepest lows.
Yeah, man, this was a superb movie. Lawrence Fishburne did his thing as Ike. You know what I mean? Ike Turner. Ike, the real Ike, seen this movie was like, that wasn't me, man. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That just portrayed me wrong. But no, definitely a great watch right there. So let's continue.
Some of the film's events were made up for the movie. Bassett and her co-stars still give towering performances that feel realistic. The tension between her and Lawrence Fishburne is palpable during every one of the films.
Eat the cake, anime. Man, I love this movie, man. Eat the cake, anime. Man, I'm telling you, this movie had a lot of classic lines that you could just walk up to anybody that's familiar with this movie and say certain lines and they're going to automatically know what you're talking about. But let's continue.
Film's tense confrontations.
Come on now, I'm asking you nice.
And I'm saying no nice. Come on.
World famous
Although there's plenty of sensational scenes and sparks, the movie never loses sight of its star. This memorable biopic is a sobering and stunning tribute to the queen of rock and roll.
I just believe
it. Yeah, man, I'm serious, man. Like, for real. Like, even if you're not into rock and roll, even if you're not into that, that lifestyle, watching this movie, man, will definitely give you that vibe. Like it's a great movie, and then you get the chance to learn about something new. And I think I'm really talking to the younger generation because you guys got Google, man. All you got to do is Google a lot of these people, classic folks, and learn about who these folks are portraying. And like I said, Angela Bassett did her thing portraying Tina Turner. So let's continue.
anything is possible. Anything. And it took me a long time to get Ike out of my system. And now that I've done that, I'm ready.
Number 2, Malcolm X.
Man, that was a dope movie right there. So now we got number 2, Malcolm X. But before we continue to number 2, I have to say that's a good position for Mojo. Watch Mojo. Shout out to y'all. Dope list right here so far. Now we got Malcolm X, number 2. The number 2 joint. And Malcolm X was another great movie. If you don't know about the legendary Malcolm X, you can definitely watch this movie. They got several movies, all kinds of biopics, and what do they call those things? Documentary. Yeah, they got a lot of those out about who Malcolm X was. He was definitely a pillar in the Black movement, right along with like the likes of Martin Luther King and different people like that. But let's see what their interpretation on this one is. Let's do it.
400 years is long enough. You've been sitting down and laying down and bowing down for 400 years. I think it's time to stand up.
Oscar winner Denzel Washington portrays how the historic icon went from a life of crime to becoming the face and voice of a black movement. Like the man himself, Lee's Malcolm X shocked audiences with its scope and intensity. It intimately...
And the crazy part is a lot of people don't know that Malcolm X was a completely different person than what they know. Like if you look in the history books, you see, this revolutionary guy that fought, but he came from being a pimp, doing a lot of things, and he changed his life. So this is another great example movie of a black man changing his life over and becoming something positive and something to look up to. So a lot of people, need to watch this type of stuff to get, especially if you are the type that's influenced by movies. This is a good movie to be influenced by, especially if you live in a certain life and you want to change it. So with that being said, let's continue.
Examine the complexities and internal conflicts within the iconic divisive ideology. At the same time, it championed the importance of black empowerment and civil rights.
There can be no black-white unity until there's first some black unity. We cannot think of uniting with others until we have first learned to unite amongst ourselves.
Yes.
And everything is tied
These are all facts. You know what I mean, man? That man spoke a lot of righteous stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So, man, if you don't know about Malcolm X, please, do a little research on him. But Denzel Washington, come on, man. You know how many movies that brother has been in, and he's an excellent A-list actor. But let's continue.
Together by an outstanding performance from Denzel Washington in the title role. Lee's period piece never lets viewers forget that there's still much work to be done. But by the end of what many consider his magnum opus, Malcolm X's call for pride and humanity prevails.
Malcolm, do you think your cause will be successful? I sincerely hope so.
So let's see what number one is.
You think you tough?
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood.
Yes. Now, man, just like I was talking a little bit ago about this being another cult classic movie amongst the black community, I'm quite sure a lot of different races of people love this movie, but it's definitely a hood classic in the black community. And Boys in the Hood, man, is one of the first joints that I know that just glorified a certain lifestyle, and man, we was all influenced by it, man. I'm talking about everybody that I can remember and know that I was around was somehow influenced by this movie right here. It's definitely something that changed a lot of lives. And man, number one spot, I gotta rate this one already before we even go into the last part of it. I gotta say yes. It's I'm gonna have to do my own list, but man, this is dope. Let's do it.
Follows the gifted yet troubled Trey's coming of age story in South Central LA. During the narrative, his father and tragic experiences lead him to learn hard lessons about masculinity and systemic racism. While other films tackled these subjects too, Boys in the Hood approached those topics with a depth and sensitivity that even some modern...
Man, I'm talking about, man, like I get passionate when I talk about this one. And a couple of other ones you guys might have seen me get a little passionate about because it really, touched my soul, because I just know the change that these movies and that they created and the impact that they had. Like there's not too many places that I go that somebody don't know what Boys in the Hood is. Only maybe some of the younger generation. But, that's why we're trying to do these reaction videos like this, just to get it out there. So some of the younger, cooler people can go and check out some of these movies from the 90s. But let's continue.
Modern films fail to capture.
Yeah, the best way you can destroy a people, you take away their ability to reproduce themselves.
Yeah.
Who is it that's dying out here on these streets every night? Y'all.
Since Boys in the Hood was a big hit. Director John Singleton and his cast instantly became household names.
Instantly.
Its success also
Instantly. I'm talking about instantly. This movie, man, is like, you see some of these people, Cuba Gooding Jr., Ice Cube, you know, we had Regina King, I think is her name. Yeah, like this movie had a lot of memorable people, memorable lines. It's just one of those type of movies, man.
encouraged many others to explore racial issues with complexity and nuance. The impact this early 90s drama had on generations of moviegoers and movie makers cannot be overstated.
Either they don't know,
don't show, just don't care about what's going on in the hood.
I don't care about what's going on in the hood.
Man, this has been one. This is a crazy chaotic one reaction video. You know, I just reacted to the top 10 black drama movies, and I would have to say that they did a pretty good. I would give them on a 1 to 10. I give them about maybe a 6. As far as the movies they pick, some classic movies. It's a lot more that could actually have been involved in that, like, man. But I'm gonna have to actually probably do my own reaction video. But with that being said, man, I just wanted to react to that. That was by request, you know, so I hope you like that. And if you got a reaction that you want me to do, all you got to do is hit me up at pbmworld1@gmail.com. Once again, that's pbmworld1@gmail.com. And put your request in. I will do reaction videos for people. But this, like I said, I'm new to the YouTube community, but I'm building it up, baby. And if you like what you seen today, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe somewhere around here. Yeah. Please do. Like and comment, subscribe to the KMHP Digital Radio channel, YouTube channel. I go by the name of Chaotic One, your on-air personality, Saturdays 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on the Weekend Cook Up, all powered by KMHP Digital Radio, the music lifeline. I gotta put my little heartbeat in there. Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys, and stay tuned. I got another one coming. This is your boy Chaotic One with Chaotic One Reactions. I'm out of here. Peace.